Hi, what did you like most about tonight's win?
About what?
What did you like most about tonight's win?
Oh, probably just halftime. You know, getting out to a big lead. We just talked about, you know, taking care of the basketball, getting good shots, and you know, got up 17 again in the first half. And they came back and cut the lead because we had some turnovers and then we took some bad shots. And so, you know, just got to continue to keep learning from that. But I was proud of how we came out in the third quarter. I think 7-0 or 9-0 run to start the third quarter, and then kind of take control of the game again. And so, just be able to get it back in that second half and understanding and that, you know, it's a competition, not a show. You know, and so I know it's the two LA teams, but you know, we're playing to try to get better, you know, each and every night. And so, it's not about the show.
There was that play where Pat bodied up PG fourth and passed the ball with John back and forth to them.
Say it again?
There was that play where Pat Bev was bodying up PG, forcing him to pass the ball. I think ever since that possession, PG looked a bit more decisive with his moves. I thought he got to his one dribble pull up a lot more with Pat. Did you see something change after that possession there with PG?
Yeah, we just told PG just catch it and shoot it right on top of him. Like, don't wrestle with him, don't get it. Like, just shoot right on top of him. You know, we know Pat is a feisty defender. He wants you to put the ball down so he can poke at it, you know, try to steal it and strip it. You know, you're 6'9", you know, just raise up and shoot. And that's what PG did. And so that kind of changed, you know, like I said, changed our night, changed PG's night offensively as well.
Ty, Bellon's scoring tonight, and it seemed like there was an adjustment in the second half to get Zubac more integrated into the offense. How did that help you guys out?
It was good. You know, I think, like I said, having 24 assists, and, you know, I think, like I said, Norman Powell playing well off the bench, but having 7 guys in double figures means we're moving the basketball, sharing the ball, and playing the right way. And then, you know, that last quarter, fourth quarter, just running the set with Zoo and Reggie, you know, kept us going. We was up, you know, 10-11, with Reggie and Zoo running that side deep pick and roll. Really changed the game for us and kept us, you know, in the lead. And, you know, when Zoo's rolling to the basket, he puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Coach, how do you like the small group, small screens were good? You know, Reggie was setting some good screens. Luke was setting good screens. You know, he's good in the short roll. Norman played really well. How did you feel about the small group?
It was good. I thought John Wall really came out in that third quarter and changed our pace offensively. And then he made some really good passes as well, the small pick and rolls. You know, threading the needle to T-Man a couple times, to PG for a layup. And so, you know, getting downhill, dropping a couple off to Zoo. So, you know, like I said, we're building, we're going in the right direction, you know, continue to get better every night, and that's all you can hope for. And so, you're not going to make shots every night, you know, but we know we can compete every single night. And we've been doing that, you know, the last 6-7 games. And so, finally getting in better shape, you know, guys are getting in better shape. And so, we have a long ways to go, but I like the way we're trending right now.
The second quarter seems to be like a problem quarter for you guys. You get these big first quarter leads and somehow second quarter just evaporates.
Yeah, we get cute.
I was going to ask, like,
Yeah.
Is it something the guys are aware of once it starts happening, or is it a mental thing when they go cold? Or
We show them, it ain't going cold, it's, you know, taking bad shots and turning the basketball over. We talked about it today, you know, same thing happened last game, it was up 16, with like 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and it was tied at halftime, you know, so we just gotta play through the game, you know, don't get comfortable, don't fall into the show, like I said, just continue to keep executing and playing the right way, and so when you don't do that, like I said, this team is dangerous with Bron and Russ and AD, and if you turn the basketball over, guys can get out of transition, get easy baskets, and get them going, and that's what we fell victim to in that second quarter.
Coach, I asked you a couple games ago if PG hadn't played great for this team to win. You said he shouldn't have to, but he's been playing great last 4, 5, 6 games. What have you seen from him that's put this team on your shoulders to where they've been playing great alongside him?
I think getting in better shape. I think, you know, getting healthy, you know, from being sick. And then, you know, putting the ball in his hands more, letting him create and making plays for other guys. And he's been doing a great job with that, especially, you know, we know when he has the ball in his hands, everyone's paying attention to where he's at on the floor. And so he can make the right reads and right passes. And that's when he's got his game going. That's kind of when we took off offensively, too, as well. And then, you know, Reggie and Norm and John, you know, Luke, now they're starting to come along as well. So it's good to see. Like I said, we just got to continue to keep building off of it.
Ty, you got those 3 guys with the Lakers, LeBron, Ross, AD. Typically, they draw a lot of fouls. But tonight, neither one of them got to the line more than 4 times and got 1 free throw advantage. And so, how does the team prepare to defend those guys, and how would you assess them defending without fouling, especially in that in that third quarter?
We were bad early on to start the season, and Dan Craig was just saying that that's something we got to get better at, playing without fouling. I thought we did a good job of that last year, I think the year before, but to start the season, we've been pretty bad at it. And so we know just trying to keep these guys off the free throw line, keep them out of transition, and make them play against our half-court defense, we knew we would have a good chance. And so that was a point of emphasis coming into the night. And then I thought we didn't get enough free throws because we didn't take advantage, being in the bonus, I think, with 10 minutes one time,
10 minutes, yeah.
9.5.
Quarters.
And, we really didn't take advantage of that, getting to the free throw line, continue to keep attacking. But, overall, I thought we did a good job. Outside that second quarter, we really, played a decent game.
Ty, when you guys got Norm, obviously, among all the things you guys liked about him was his way to draw fouls. This year he'd only been in the line about 2.5 times a game, tonight 7 times. When you talked with him the other night, was being more aggressive to draw fouls something that came up, or was that rate something that was just not in his control, was it not getting calls?
No, it was me, just trying to, just with the 10-game sample size, just trying to see how we need to play, what the guys fit with who, and just trying to get a consistent rotation and like offensively what we should run and how we want to run it. And so, I just took blame. I just told him it was my fault. He said, no, I got to be better, but I had to get him more involved in making sure we're using him as a guy that can attack and get to the basket. He's an efficient scorer, and so I had to do a better job of getting him involved and, making sure this is what we're looking for in that second unit. And so, he's been playing great, and, I know he struggled early on, but, a guy that works that hard, he's always going to come out of that because he works too hard, not to, be efficient and play the way, he's capable of playing. So, like I said, just continue to keep, understanding who we want to play through, how we want to play. And then once we get Kawhi back, we got to kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit, but, it's coming. And so we just got to stick with the game plan.
Hey Ty, Luke got the start tonight. You said you got on him the other game about passing up, I think it was 6 shots. He seemed pretty aggressive to start the game. How'd you feel about just that aspect of his game?
I was good, just, looking to take his open shots and, when he doesn't have shot, being able to run pick and roll because he can do that, so we don't want him just to become a catch and shoot 3-point guy because he can actually run pick and roll and make plays and make passes. And so we want to get him, feeling comfortable doing that as well.
Coach, can you talk about, with all the dynamic changes that are happening, how much better of a coach is it making you having to make all the adjustments without your main player?
It's difficult at times because, like you said, you want to get a consistent rotation and you want to find the rhythm and the groove that you want to play with. And so, it's tough, but like I said, he's doing everything he can to get back. It's not his fault, it's out of his hands. And so, our team, like I said, if we understand who we got for an extended period of time, we can find ways to win games. And so this group has been doing that. We've been accustomed to doing that the last 3 years. And so we're just going to continue to hold the fort down until Kawhi gets back.
Do you feel you've hit your groove after these last 2 wins? I know it's premature to ask that, but you're winning now, so that also feels good, I'm sure.
It definitely feels good to win games, and but it feels better, when you actually getting what we're trying to implement, as a coaching staff. And our coaching staff does a great job of just, staying on these guys about execution and doing it the right way and on both sides of the basketball. And so when we continue to grow in those areas, that's what feels good. We're making the right play, we're attacking the paint, we're making the right pass. Defensively, we in our strengths, we're knowing what we're supposed to do with our defensive schemes. That makes you feel good because if you do all the right things, eventually you'll start winning games, and that's kind of the position we're in right now.
So I just want to check up on Rocco. I know he didn't make it into the rotation tonight. I know he just came back, so just wanted to know what's the baseline for him to kind of work his way back into the rotation.
Yeah, just talking to Rocco with the communication, just telling him stay ready. The way Team Man's been playing, just to stay ready. And that's one of the biggest thing for me is just to communicate with my guys and just make sure that they know what's going on and what's happening. And so I let him know the rotation, and like I said, he's a pro, and he wants to win, and just, we all got to be in, because we're going to need everybody. And so right now, that's the rotation right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Norman, PG.